If you have ever worked with a CEO, an ambitious one, the one that loves to dedicate their time to their work, you can relate to this. They are very invested in their works. Most importantly, they carry a note around. Sometimes you see them writing digitally with a pen on their notepad. You're wondering, why can't they type? I will share it with you. When you write, your brain learns to talk to itself. And by this, it awakens the frontal lobe, which is responsible for planning, decision making, behavioral order, and the likes. And this is why most go-getters are invested in ensuring that they pen down everything, most of the things per se. When you write, your hands are moved by your thoughts and your mind tends to slow down. There is something I have understood about me, and most of my classmates, whoever studied with me, whoever looked through my notes, or who have ever come across my Bible, my journal, and everything, you will know this. I write down everything. Even though I probably have a note, when I'm reading again, I'm going to scribble them. Same goes to my Bible. It may be a verse I already know, but I'm going to rewrite that. That way, it has its way of being engraved in my mind. And this is not personal to me. It happens to every one of us. The problem is that most of us have not understood why certain things stick and some of them doesn't. Writing has its advantage and barely a disadvantage. When you write, it tends to quiet your mind and help you focus. You tend to know what happened, what does it mean, what is it teaching you, how can you prevent it next time. And if you're someone who wants to intentionally write things that would help you feel light and also keep your mind at ease and relieve you from those steep nerves that feels like they're going to burst in the next minute, I would advise you to learn how to journal your gratitude, learn how to write your feelings, whatever you're feeling. Also, learn how to write your reflections when you are reflecting on things. Maybe you're happening in the past, you're reliving a memory and all of that. Learn how to express it. When you want to be grateful, when you intend to be grateful about something, don't just say, I'm grateful for life. Reminisce on it. And while you do that, write it down. What this does for you is that it puts you in that place that you're fully aware of what you are grateful for. If you want to be grateful for your friend, Joanne, don't just say, I'm grateful for my friend Joanne. You need to come to that place where you think beyond just being grateful to Joanne. Why are you grateful? What was the memory lane that brought you into that place where you see that, oh, Joanne is a very good person to be. She's kind. She's worthy of this gratitude. You need to take yourself through it. And the easiest and the best way to do it in order to be truly, truly grateful and express your gratitude is to put them down. Now, when it comes to writing, it all matters how you do it. Most of the great people I know are writers. Whether you've read what they've written or not, these guys are writers. They write their schedule, they write their next move, they write their next project, they write what comes to their mind, they write the business that failed, they write the words that dropped in their mind. Every single time they're documenting one or two things. So you need to understand the relevance of reflective writing, where you reflect on something, you just look through it. This is what happened, this is how it happened, and all of that. Reflective writing, this is where you reflect on everything, more like you zoom out on everything that happened and all of that. Expressive is where you pour out your heart, and the gratitude is where you also show appreciation in a very detailed and articulated manner. Now you may ask, should I always write down my things I'm grateful for, reflect on everything, and express everything? No. If you try to do that, which is not bad, you're likely going to be worn out. I mean, it begins to feel like a chore, and that it automatically loses its value because your brain is not wired to follow routine in that manner. You're going to be bored and you're likely going to drop it because there are no instant gratification that comes from it. So if you want to do this, why should you write down things you're grateful for? It's very important you do this every single day so that you remind yourself of the goodness of the Lord. But when it comes to reflective kind of writing, where you reflect, you zoom out on everything without being biased, without being emotional, it's when you feel confused, you are not certain about your decision, why you should make some certain choices, why you should choose a certain option, and all of that. Whenever you are in that place, I advise you to zoom out and reflect on everything. Put them down. Now, When should you be expressive? Whenever you feel heavy. I do this a lot most times, and sometimes I don't write them down. If I'm feeling uneasy, I ask myself, hello girl, calm down. What is going on? It could be that someone spoke to me in a way I didn't like. It could be that a certain thing didn't go the way I wanted it to. It could be like I feel stuck. I'm doing a lot, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing. I'm trying my best, but it's not reflected. Things are not even moving as though I am making effort. The best thing to do at this point in time is to express yourself. When you express yourself, you're likely going to find out that what is making you feel heavy, frustrated, tired, and maybe at the verge of giving up, it's barely that important. It doesn't have that much need for it to make you feel that unease. When you begin to do this, you teach your brain to process things, to decide, and always feel what you wanted to feel and not what your emotions and words want you to feel. So always zoom out when you are confused, reflect, and write. Always be expressive when you feel heavy and tired and frustrated. When you feel numb, you don't know what is going on, whether things are moving or not. To write down your gratitude. What are you grateful for? When you put them down, you realize how much well you are doing, and that will return to model. You see, writing is very important. So I'm calling you to not just like writers, to not just like the idea of writing, but to truly write, not because there is someone to read it, but because your mind needs ease, your mind needs clarity, your mind needs to be lifted of certain body. So go out there and be a writer, not for anyone, but for you and your well-being. I hope you got value. I would like to hear from you. Has there been any time where you wrote something and it felt like you entered that aha moment, that place of knowing and discovering, oh yes, now I found it? Share with us in the comment section. I'd like to know about your experience. Until I come your way next, keep writing excellently, and bye for now.